Hey y'all, it's Rachael Freitas, and if you know me, you know that I love landscaping. I love its ability to transform a space, to elevate your home, and to even let you play with different styles. Today, I am going to show you how to style one landscape bed in 3 different ways. The top 3 requests that I get are California Mediterranean, modern, and traditional cottage. So by using this formula, we're gonna be able to pair plants to achieve 3 completely unique designs. First, California Mediterranean. That landscape from the Southern California area that has lots of soft textures, but also some more like strong structured pieces to sort of offset it. All right, so we are going to start our California Mediterranean bed with our tallest plant. It's gonna be in the back. This is a white cloud muhly grass. The reason why I chose this is it gives that soft movement, but it also, when it blooms, it's got this beautiful white feather that comes out of it, and I think that's going to add to giving us a little pop of color. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant that here in the back. We've got our white cloud muhly grass in the ground. From here, we are moving into Gara pink cloud. So this plant, it feels specifically California Mediterranean to me because it's got these small, delicate flowers, and it's got that movement that kind of keeps the softness that I feel like California Mediterranean is so known for. I love how this mixes in. You almost think that it's part of the grasses. All right, we've planted this. We're moving on to the evergreen mid plant. I went with a Distillium Vintage Jade because of its similarities of the leaf shape to a little olive shrub, which of course is a California Mediterranean staple. Okay. We've got our mid-planting done. Now we're gonna move into an unexpected moment. Agaves are huge in Southern California landscapes. I just love the structure that they provide in the midst of things that are more flowy. I love how they can appear to be yellow and then blue-green. Okay, our unexpected moment is in. It is time to move on to ground cover. We are using Sedum Angelina. Now, this is a succulent type ground cover that is also found in Southern California. So the fact that it can exist here too is a huge win for us. It's just going to continue growing out and spreading and just give that really nice understory to our landscape bed. All right, so here we are. We have our California Mediterranean bed. We've got our soft grasses in back with our sweet little flowers that kind of give that extra soft touch. We've got this strong evergreen moment that will give us year-round coverage, and then of course, a succulent understory with our unexpected moment of agaves. So next up, I'm gonna show you how to do a modern landscape bed. Modern is very clean, simple, nothing too fussy. The idea that gets conjured up in your head when you think about modern is probably a gravel bed with plants spaced even distances apart. While that is a great option, I want to show you that there are other ways that you can still achieve a modern landscape. I choose to do this by mass planting, which is grouping the same plants together in a line, and by keeping a really monochrome palette, I think we're gonna get that perfect modern landscape that we're going for. All right, so today I am going with 2 plants because with modern, less is more. And I'm following the same formula. I'm gonna go ahead and plant my taller plant in back. We've got some great maiden grass here. This is gonna give almost year-round coverage and that really nice, sweet movement in the back of our landscape bed. Mass planting creates almost a ribbon of continuity. Okay, we've got our backdrop planted. Now we're going for our mid plant. I went with a Lakotha. So what I love about this plant is it's got some fun movement to it, but also as the leaves mature, they turn to this deeper green, which is going to match our green grass in the back almost perfectly. So the only place that I veered off from my usual formula here is that I'm not doing a ground cover under planting. The reason why is I just wanted to keep things super simple and clean. So as we move into our unexpected moment, in a lot of modern landscapes, you'll see really sculptural elements. And so I decided to make one by creating these concrete spheres. I love the juxtaposition of the soft greens against the concrete. Okay. So that is the exact strong sculptural element that I was going for in our modern bed. All right, and now I'm gonna show you how to do a landscape bed in the traditional cottage style. Traditional cottage should conjure up the idea of nicely trimmed boxwoods or overflowing blooming plants. We wanna really capture that softness with a lot of blooms. So for our tall plant, we are going with a beautiful hydrangea. It's a star, you can't help but look at it. It makes for a great cut flower centerpiece, and it just makes for a really pretty moment in your yard. While I am keeping the formula pretty similar in this one, the biggest change is that I'm going to do more clusters than layering. So I will still be planting the taller plant, the hydrangea, behind our evergreen shrub, but I'm gonna do it more like little mini cluster moments than long lines like I did with the previous two. When you think of traditional cottage, I'm willing to bet that boxwoods fall somewhere on the line. So as these boxwoods continue to mature, we're going to be able to shape them into really beautiful round globes, and we're gonna set them up against other sizes so they can actually form a cloud shape. We have our last one. Now, hopefully this makes a little bit more sense now as to what I meant by cloud formation. Basically, as these mature, we'll be able to really trim them into that perfect globe shape, and they'll all look like they're sort of related to one another. So I'm gonna do a couple more moments of that, and then we'll get into our underplanting. So for this ground cover, I'm going with a creeping phlox. It's an evergreen, and it will continue to grow out and spread, and also it's a prolific bloomer in the spring and summer months. So it's gonna be really beautiful for the home to play against the hydrangeas. So let's get it in there. We did it, it is complete. I love this traditional cottage design because it fits so seamlessly with this area and this house. I couldn't be more pleased with how this turned out. I think creating a landscape bed in front of your home is an opportunity to invite people in. It's a moment of rest before you hit the front door. It adds curb appeal, but it also just adds a sense of home. So in this workshop, I showed you how to choose plants and how to arrange them to achieve certain distinct landscape styles: California Mediterranean, modern, and traditional cottage. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit with me. I can't wait to see what you come up with in your own space.